Hello, this is Mr. Rome, the icon. I can't really read, as you see, that's my other videos, but at least I try to spread the word of the Heavenly Father, whom I do believe in, and I do my best. That's all you could just bear with me. Um, Advice giving. Good people's word will help you. Well, see, there we go again. Good people's word will help many others. Proverbs chapter 10, verse 21, the NCV Bible. Now, these Bibles, I've made a video about different Bibles. If I read this, go back to that video, and then you'll learn about new Bibles. I go back to that video often because I'm be forgetting about all these Bibles. Wise leaders know how and when to disperse advice. From experience, they know the right thing to say and the right way to say it. Sometimes the message can be delivered softly. On other occasions, more direct communication is needed. While leadership styles vary, Christian leaders are instructed and constrained by the teachings and the commandments found in God's holy word. The Bible teaches that we must treat others in the same we that we the same we wish to be treated. Well, that's messed up. With dignity, respect, compassion, and concern. That's how leaders should treat their co-workers. Today, as you fulfill your duties, consider what it means to be a Christian communicator. Communicator. Can't read at all. That's why I graduated high school. God, why are you making me do this? I'm embarrassing myself. Be clear and compensate. Choose your words carefully, and don't say anything to another human being that you wouldn't say if Jesus was standing right by your side, because He is. Now you got these quotes, and some of these names I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm gonna say the first name because they last. I never noticed some people first name be normal except for Africans, but and Arabians, but their first names be normal, then be like walk shock sheets. What the hell? Yeah, I'm gonna say your first name. I know Miss or Mrs. Nothing. He'd be walk shock sheets. Some Men in Black talking name. Some Men in Black monster talking name. You know what I'm saying? But the true secret of giving advice is after you've given it to be perfectly indifferent whether it is taken or not. That's made by Hannah. Wakshaw sheets. If you have knowledge, let others light their candles at it. That's Thomas Fuller. You're never too young to be taught and never too old to teach. Edwin Lewis Cole. I do not think much of a man who is not wiser today than he was yesterday. That's Abraham Lincoln. Outstanding leaders go out of their way to boast the self-esteem of their personal. If people believe in themselves, it's amazing what they can accomplish. That's Sam Walton. There is grace of kind listening as well as a grace of kind speaking. That's Frederick W. Faber. More from God's words. Well, yeah. Let the wise listen and add to their learning, and let the discerning get guidance. This Proverbs chapter 1, verse 5, NIV Bible. Wise people can also listen and learn. That's Proverbs chapter 1, verse 5 in the NCV Bible. The wise store up knowledge, but the mouth of the fool hastens destruction. Was true. Was true. That's so true. Proverbs chapter 10, verse 14 in the HCSB Bible. And I say that's so true because, a wise be quiet and listen. Like this, it's basically called a wise man's listen, a fool one in his mouth. I learned to shut up. I talk a lot on YouTube, but I only talk to what I experience and what I know, you know. And then it's like, if you see me around the crowd, I'm quiet, I'm just listening. I like to learn. I like to learn and don't give a fuck if false or true. I like to learn and discover. But a fool talks and don't know what they're talking about. I've learned that through friends, man. Oh my God, if people don't know, the people, I just like, damn, you a fool. Because you just talking and it's not listening. Close your ears. My auntie Jewel told me that you get 2 ears, 2 eyes, and 1 mouth. And she used to tell me that when I used to talk back and, be bad. And she told me that, like, you got 2 ears, 2 eyes, and 1 mouth. That means shut the fuck up and listen and see more. Shut the fuck up and listen and see more. That's what people say, only speak on what you know. Let me continue with this. Walk with the wise and become wise. Associate with fools and get in trouble. Man, Proverbs, man. Ooh, that's a bad quote. Proverbs chapter 13, verse 20 in the NLT Bible. Birds of a feather flock together. Walk with the wise and become wise. I always become the dumbest one in the room. That's what I always try to see. When I feel like I'm the smartest person in the room, I'll cut all my friends off and seek people that's smarter than me. Well, technically, they're smarter than me in the situation I'm in. You know what I'm saying? I could be smarter than them in situations. But if I'm trying to get to a situation I want to be in, I always try to be with the wisest in that situation. So I can be the dumbest in the room. So I can observe what they learn and what the mistakes they learn, so I can avoid things. And then, but you walk with a fool and that don't know nothing, that don't want to do nothing, you'll get in trouble. Trust me, I'm on ankle. I'm on house arrest for that shit. So I'm just trying to tell you, that's just words of wisdom. How much better to get wisdom than gold, and to get understanding is to be chosen rather than silver. Proverbs chapter 16, verse 16, the NKJV Bible, a timely tip for leaders. If you have an important point to make, don't try to be substitute and clever. Use a power driver. Hit the point once, then come back and hit it again. Then hit it the 3rd time with a tremendous whack. This Winston Churchill. This is the Bible. This is the book of the 100 most. See, I can't read this going this way. The 100 most important Bible verses every leader must know. I love you guys. God love you. There you go. I'm putting me first. God love you guys. Jesus love you guys. And I love you guys. Like and subscribe. I got it right. I'm going to get that down pat. Trust me.